Okay, hey guys, let's get bowed in. Now for my people on YouTube live stream, I will be interacting a little bit with the people on Zoom, which is on a different platform below you guys. So if I get a little close, I'm just looking at the people on Zoom because I can see them. For my people on the YouTube live stream, I cannot see you. So hopefully you have the integrity to do what you need to do and that you guys are working hard. Okay, let's get bowed in. Come to attention. Bow.
Yes.
Okay, sorry, I had to turn on the music a little bit. Okay, and position. Student creeds. I develop myself physically and mentally based on the mile-high karate spirit. I will only fight to protect my life and the lives of others. I achieve my fullest potential developing knowledge, honesty, and strength. And what's your goal? Black belt excellence, ma'am. Come to attention. Bow. Okay, also for my people on YouTube live stream, make sure that you leave a comment so we can give you class credit for watching and participating. Okay, so we're gonna start off with a warm-up to get our bodies warmed up, hence the title. You guys are gonna start off jogging in place. Mr. Morris, can you check this? Hold on, we're looking at something. Okay, thank you. Okay, now you guys are going to go crisscross your legs. Let me scoot back so you can see me. So we're still bouncing in place, getting a little bit of cardio in. So you guys are just doing crisscrosses, crossing your legs. A few more seconds, keep crossing your legs. Good. Okay, now we're going to keep going with the footwork. Now for this one, your feet are going to go in and out. Almost like a jumping jack, but we're not using our hands. And go. Let's go for 10 more seconds. And my hair is falling out. And time. Okay, now we're gonna move on to butt kickers. They're exactly what they sound like. Go ahead. Okay, now we're gonna take these butt kickers, bring our knees up this time instead of back into high knees. And go. Ten more seconds. And time. Okay, last one for our little warm-up. We're gonna do Heisman. So Heisman's, your feet are going to be apart. Now this is pretty much bouncing off the balls of your feet, but one foot is gonna go in to your inner knee or your inner thigh. You're gonna hop and switch. And the faster you go, it's gonna get a little smoother and your cardio can go ahead and activate. We're gonna go for 30 seconds. So back and forth off the balls of your feet. About 10 more seconds. And time. Okay, you can go ahead and get a 30-second water break. When you come back, we're gonna do a light stretching. And go. Sorry, I had to go off camera to get my sip of water since I'm doing the workouts with you. And I'm actually talking the entire time I have to do these. Okay, so let's go ahead and start stretching. Go ahead and grab your leg. You're gonna pull it back. And then we're gonna add one more to it. As soon as you hold it for about 2 seconds, you're gonna flip it up and grab. Once you're done, you're gonna switch. 1, 2, flip it up, hug it. 1, 2. And then switch again. 1, 2. 1, 2. And flip. 1, 2. 1, 2. Let's do one more each side. 1, 2. Flip your leg up. 1, 2. 1, 2. 1, 2. Okay, now concentrating on our hips still, we're gonna go ahead, grab our knees, pull it back, pull it back. Okay, we're making circular motion starting from the inside of our body and leading onto the outside where our ribs are on the sides. So go ahead and do a few of these. Sorry, my pants are pretty thick, so I have to lift them up a little bit or they'll get stuck and I can't lift up my knee. I'm gonna go ahead and do 2 more. 1 and 2. Okay, now go ahead and do your crisscrosses. Big circles forward. Big circles back. Good, now last stretch. I'm gonna scoot back so you can see me. You're gonna have your feet fairly apart. Now you're gonna reach to one knee. Now as soon as you reach to one knee, it's gonna go ahead and bend. And then these toes over here, on the straight leg are gonna go up and you're gonna reach down. Then you're gonna alternate. So leaning towards one side, that knee goes down, toes go up. This is called an active stretch or a static stretch because we're in motion. We're not stilling our bodies up. Here, back and forth. You should feel a long stretch all the way down the back of your leg. And if you don't feel too much of a stretch, go ahead and put your feet more apart so you can feel it a little bit more. Okay, a few more. Good, and time. Okay, level 1, we're gonna be moving on to Wanyo, Mr. Morris. Mr. Morris is going to be my model because still, and for the next 4 months, unfortunately, I'm not allowed to be too active with my arm. I actually, again, did not put it in my sleeve, but that is fine. Mr. Morris is here to be my model. So we're going to be going through Wanyo just a couple times and then moving on to combinations, and that's the end of class. It is a very, very quick class. Hey, go ahead and prepare for Wanyo.
Wanyo ma'am.
Okay, we're gonna go all the way up to the halfway point first, and then we'll go move by move from there. And go.
Aya! Aya!
Okay, and chamber down. Okay, back leg, which is your left leg, is going to move towards the side. Now, if you started towards the camera, then your back should be at the camera right now, just like Mr. Moore's back is at the camera. Okay, and square block, top hand chop, aim, punch. Now, a lot of you guys, or pretty much everyone by now, should know the entire form, but we still are going to move through the last half because that's a little iffy on the last half. Okay, now those same few set of moves are going to go on the other side, and go ahead and do them all. Square block, chop, aim, punch. Okay, now we're going to do the sequence. So the sequence is scoop, back leg kick, and punch. So he's going to take his hand that's out, put it on his left hip, and back leg kick, land, punch. Okay, that's all he's doing back there. Now, I'm going to be very specific on saying your, because in the camera, you are flipped, which means we are flipped as well, so we may be on the other side. So you should have your right leg forward and your left hand out in a punch. Okay, so right foot and left hand. Okay, now he's gonna take the hand that's already out, rechamber it, and just turn it into a block. So it's still his left hand. He's just turning it into a block now. Back leg front kick, land punch. Good. Now he's gonna go ahead and grab his hand, bring it all the way up, his feet are together, and side kick. His feet go straight back down where they were. Now he goes to the one side he started off with, and pseudo, just like he started the form, doing the sequence from one side and doing it to the other side. Now on this form, guys, if you start it during the towards the camera, which you should have, then then you guys should end with your stomach facing the camera just like you started. Okay, so you should look like this right now. Okay, reset.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, we're gonna go one more time, going all the way up to the halfway point, and then going move by move on the last half, and then we're gonna run through it 2 times full speed, or regular speed the whole form. Okay, prepare for 1 yo.
1 yo, ma'am.
Okay, up to the halfway point, and begin. Okay, now hopefully you guys are almost there or there already at the spear, the halfway point. Go ahead and chamber down. Back leg turns all the way, and square block, do the whole sequence. Punch, there we go. Okay, and to the other side. Square block, top hand, chop, and punch. Okay, now he's going to do his scoop, kick, and punch. Scoop, back leg kicks, and punch. Okay, now, on the same side, he's repeating the sequence. So turn the hand into a block, back leg kick, and punch. Okay, now go ahead, grab your hand, aim, do your side kick. Feet together, and close hand pseudo, aya. Okay, and reset.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, now like I said, we're going to run through it 2 more times, but it's going to be the entire form. So, for my people who are struggling a little bit on the last half, you can go ahead and stop when he gets to the halfway point. You'll hear his aya. And you can watch for this part just to see if you need to, guys, if you need to. Okay, but other than that, just try to get through the entire thing. Okay, prepare for 1 yo.
1 yo, ma'am.
Entire form, and begin. Yep. And hopefully you guys are continuing past halfway point. And reset.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, one more time through the entire form. Now, if you watched on the last half, now it's your turn to try it. If you tried it, then again, just keep going. Prepare for 1 yo.
1 yo, ma'am.
Last time of the form. And begin. Make sure you guys are still having lots of power and intensity, just like Mr. Morris. Good. Okay, now you guys have your last water break since you guys were working hard on the form, and so is Mr. Morris. So go ahead and get your water break. It's only 30 seconds. If you can do less, that'll be great. Then we're going to move on to combos, and go. Be next. A few more seconds. Make sure you guys are heading back to your spot. Okay, now biggest thing, guys, if we went a little too fast on the form, or you're still a little iffy on the halfway point, then really make sure that you're going to classroom and checking out the form. We have a front view of Wanyo, a back view of Wanyo, as well as a move by move of Wanyo. So 3 different videos for you guys to practice on. They're also on our website, so just make sure that you're checking it out. Being stuck at home is a perfect opportunity to be practicing and catching up, or just making sure that you're still on track. Okay, not prepare for Wanyo. We're moving on. Okay, and set towards the left. Aya! Okay, make sure, guys, at home that you're finding a left side to do your combination and turning to the right to do your combination. We're not going towards the screen. We're going side to side, just like a regular combination would be if we were in class. Okay, we're going to go move by move on both sides, and then we're going to go regular speed on both sides, because by now we know all of the combinations. Okay, number 5, American Karate. And palm fade, turn, switch palm, aya. Now, just like Mr. Morris over here, you may not be able to see his feet, that's fine. But make sure that your right foot, there we go, that your right foot is completely pivoted or squishing the bug, just to be safe if someone accidentally kicks a little low or, purposely kicks low. Okay, they're not gonna take out our knee. And turn.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, now on that turn, it was the solid leg, the non-pivoted leg that turns towards the front. And the front right now is the mirrors. Okay, and palm fade. Switch palm. Turn.
Yes,
Okay, full speed of number 5, or regular speed. And begin. Turn.
Yes, ma'am.
Go. Turn.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, now we're moving on to number 6. This one's a little bit of longer one, but we turned it into a jingle on purpose to make it a little bit easier. So it's jam, jam. Hold on. I'm talking about it. It's jam, jam, 1, 2, 3, and kick. Okay, now we're gonna break it down. So you guys are joining. Hey, jam, jam. 1, turn 2, turn 3, grab, and kick. And turn. Okay, number 6, one more time, move by move. Jam, jam. 1, turn 2, 3, and kick. Now that is his back leg that he's kicking with the round kick, and he's setting it down right back where he was standing before. Okay, now full speed, and go. Jam, jam. 1, 2, 3, and kick. Turn.
Yes, ma'am.
Number 6, and go. Turn.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, moving on to number 7, which is really similar to 8. Remember, 7 and 8 are hand in hand. Okay, palm fade. Turn, round kick cover. And remember, guys, on the round kick cover, our palm just flicks our wrist into the round kick cover to get comfortable with that one. Okay, step forward, jam. Now he's stepping with his back leg to jam so he can get back where he started. So if he stepped towards this way, his left leg is forward, which means he's going to step forward with his left leg back where he started, like I said. That's really, really important because direction could be a little confusing when we're working on virtual on the camera. And last move, palm. Turn.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, palm fade. Turn, round to cover. Step forward, jam. And palm. Turn.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, regular speed. And 7, go. Turn.
Yes, ma'am.
7, go. Turn.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, moving on to 8, which is, again, very similar to 7. We're just adding a peri-peri right at the beginning. Yep, just like that. Now, if you notice, actually, Mr. Morris is going to step back to the camera. If you notice when he parries, okay, his head is moving the opposite direction to really ensure that he's dodging the punch, because this is just blocking 2 punches right here. So punch, punch. He's blocking both of them, but sometimes, especially in sparring, when you're doing point sparring, they purposely lean in and do this to really try to get the point. So that's why we move our head, because sometimes they lean or they jump into it, and we want to make sure that our head is out of the way if they do that. Okay, now we're going to set number 8, backhand first, front hand, palm fade, turn, round kick cover, step forward, jam, and palm. So the ending of number 8 is just like number 7. Turn.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, do your 2 parries. Backhand starts first. Parry, parry. Remember, guys, you're with a new backhand now because you're set towards the other way. Palm fade, turn around to cover. Step forward, jam, and palm.
Aya.
Turn.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, number 8, go.
Aya.
Turn.
Yes, ma'am.
Number 8, go.
Aya.
Turn.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, now for our last little drill of, or 4 combinations, we're gonna be mixing up 5 through 8. 5 through 8. Now you guys can go a little bit slower. Mr. Morris, obviously he's a 4th degree black belt, so he knows these combinations. So he may not hesitate when I call out a combination. You guys may, but that's perfectly okay. Hey, that Ron. Dr. Seuss. Okay, so set towards the left. And number 6, go.
Aya.
Turn.
Yes, ma'am.
Number 8, go.
Aya.
Turn. Number 5, go.
No. Aya.
Turn.
Yes. What? Yes, ma'am.
And number 7, go.
Aya.
Turn.
Yes,
Number
ma'am.
7 again, go.
Aya.
Turn.
Yes, ma'am.
Number 8, go.
Aya.
Turn.
Yes, ma'am.
Number 6, go.
Aya.
Turn.
Yes, ma'am.
Number 5, go.
Aya.
Turn. Number 5 again, go.
Aya.
Turn. Okay, now we're gonna do, so we just started 5 on this side, now we're gonna do 6, 7, and 8, and then we'll be done with combinations for today. So now we're towards the right, and number 6, go.
Aya.
Turn.
Yes, ma'am.
Number 7, go.
Aya.
Yeah, don't confuse 7 and 8 together, guys. Remember, 8, think of it as a bigger number, so there's more moves. Turn.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, number 8, go.
Aya.
And time. Okay, so thank you, Mr. Morris, for being my model. Now for the next activity, this is our daily challenge. I can actually do this one because it involves my feet, not my hands. So for the daily challenge, it's going to be the same as it was yesterday, since Friday and Saturday are half days or combination days of A and B days. So with that, if you weren't here for Friday, then you get to try the daily challenge for today, which is the same as Friday. This is machine gun round kicks. So machine gun round kicks are rapid, it's almost like rapid fire round kicks. So you're in your chamber and you're doing as many round kicks as you can within the chamber. So if I'm here, I'm going as fast as I can within that one chamber, and I don't set my leg down in between. There's a little guest star behind us. Okay, so we're going to practice balance first, because that's probably one of the biggest things that people struggle with the machine gun round kick. And that's also one of the most important parts of the machine gun round kick, because if you don't have balance, you're not going to make it through and get as many kicks as you can if you don't have balance. So we're going to start off with the chamber first, and then we're going to hold out our leg for 10 seconds. So 20 seconds, I forgot to add that, 20 seconds chamber, 10 seconds of holding our round kick nice and straight out. Kind of like what we did with the side kicks the other day, if you were there on Thursday with me. Kind of like that, but it's round kick time. So go ahead and set, just like combination, set to your left, Aya. Okay, now you're gonna pivot your foot. Go ahead and bring up your round kick chamber. Make sure you're staring at something that's not moving. If you're looking at the camera right now, not a good idea. Okay, stare at something that's not moving. And 20, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 20, or 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and time. Okay, turn, we're gonna try on this side, and this time I'm actually gonna count right so we don't have to restart from 20 seconds. Okay, chamber up, make sure your foot is pivoted. Now remember, this is a round kick chamber, so our knee is pulled back, unlike a side kick where it's right in front of us. It's behind us, and our heel is almost touching our butt. And count down from 20, 20, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and time. Okay, set down your leg. Now we're gonna hold out our kick there. Now it's gonna feel a little uncomfortable because side kicks, our toes are flexed, so it's a little bit more of a balance, but our toes are pointed for this since they are round kicks. I call these slap kicks as well because you're taking the top of your foot and you're just slapping. So it's gonna feel a little weird to hold it out, but again, it's really important for balance. So let's go ahead and set towards the other side. Aya. Okay, chamber up, kick it out, and 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, time, or 2 and time. Okay, and turn. Okay, now bring it up, kick it out, make sure your pivot's there. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and time. Rechamber, bring it back. Make sure you're not just setting down your leg. Rechamber and set it down. Okay, now we're gonna try it for real this time. But the daily challenge is how many you can do, which hopefully is more than 10. That's the challenge, is more than 10. You guys are level 1 students, and 10's a good number to start off with. So that's what we're gonna do in class. But if you can do more than 10, make sure you send a video or actually no, don't take a picture. Go ahead and just send a video to our email or post it on our Facebook page or send it to us on Facebook and we'll post it. If you can do more than 10 kicks repetitively without setting down your leg, that would be awesome, okay? We're only gonna do 10 though, since we're in class and it's gonna take up a lot of time, especially for the people who are really awesome and pretty advanced and could do a bit more. Okay, so set and chamber. Okay, now keep your leg up. We're gonna do 10 rapid ones. These are really, really fast. And go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Chamber, set it down. Okay, 10 on this side. Bring it up. And 10, go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. And set it down. It's kind of hard to count when you're kicking pretty fast. Okay, so awesome job, guys, on the machine gun round kicks. That is a daily challenge. Again, if you can do more than 10 of what we did in class, go ahead and send a video and tell us what your number was. Let's see how many you guys can do. Now, a few announcements before we get bowed out. Mr. Opal still has his daily workouts at 10 a.m. It's pretty much every day, Mr. Opal?
Monday through Friday.
So it's Monday through Friday. That's when
all the links are on Google Classroom.
Okay, so those are at 10 a.m. Now, especially when school starts next week, the online schooling starts next week, a lot of you guys will be busy at that time, but all the links are on Classroom as well as on YouTube. You can just go to YouTube and watch the workout later, maybe after class, to get your mind off and get a little distracted, a little bit of a warm-up and get you active so you're not just sitting on a computer screen. Parents, you guys can do this as well. You can do this with or without your kid, honestly. 10 a.m. with Mr. Opal, it's about 30 minutes long. Now, Google Classroom, that's the biggest thing right now. That's the hit thing. So make sure that you get signed in. If you are trying on your school account, it does not work. You have to use a regular account. So if you don't have one, then you have to ask your mom or dad to use their account probably, unless you have another account that you can use. So Google Classroom, everything is on there. So just like I talked about with forms, if we're going too fast, for combinations as well, it's the same thing applies. So if you're struggling on number 6, since that's a little bit of a longer one, just as an example, you guys can go on, check that out, and make sure that you're getting caught up or just on track. Okay, let's go ahead and bow out. Come to attention, bow, relaxed position, and black belt creed. As a dedicated student of the martial arts, I live my life by the principles of black belt. Modesty, courtesy, integrity, perseverance, self-control, indomitable spirit, ma'am. Loud proposition, ma'am. Mile high karate is the best, ma'am. Awesome. Okay, guys, have a wonderful rest of your day. Mr. Morris, we do not have leadership, correct? Okay, there is no leadership today, but all of the leadership is, again, the links are on Google Classroom, so if you missed maybe a Monday or Tuesday leadership class or a Wednesday or Thursday, you can go ahead and Mr. Morris is on there with his leadership, and he has another announcement.
We're going to be doing leadership classes on starting Monday at noon as well. We're going to do one big one with all 3 levels as well as basic.
Now the biggest thing to that, like I said about since online schooling is starting next week, you may be quote in class or working on schoolwork by then, but there's no excuses as to why you cannot watch the video after, because that video will be posted on YouTube as well as Classroom. So if you cannot make it to the 12 o'clock time with all the rest of the leadership students, go on there and re-watch it so you do not fall behind. There is no excuse to falling behind when we're all at home and technology is in our hands, guys. Okay, so Zoom, I'm gonna log you off after I end Google Livestream. Google Livestream, thank you so much. You guys, as soon as this video ends, if you need to go back and look through anything throughout class, you can go ahead and do that as soon as this ends. Thank you.